Welcome back, Mr. Fedko. You just went on I'd say about what would you say, Mike, 7 or 8 minute rant there about the Steelers and the
a total utter collapse of the entire organization.
Yeah, and you talked about character and how things are done differently. But and I'm gonna try to catch you here on a little inconsistency.
Why?
It's because that's what I do, you know.
No, but I mean, what's the inconsistency?
Well, you said you should bring back Ben Roethlisberger, and you went through a long.
No, I said they will bring back Ben.
Okay, would you? Would you have a? Here's before I don't answer that.
Go ahead.
My question would Art Rooney or should make it either way, however you want to do it. Would or should whoever was in charge have gotten rid of Ben Roethlisberger whenever it was 3 or 4 years ago when he had his issue in Georgia?
The chief.
Would the chief have said get him out of here? Remember now, Ernie Holmes shot at a cop in a helicopter, and he was welcomed back with open arms. Does that fall into the category of something that you referred to as doing making a deal with the devil, having guys like that on your team? Now that's without getting into where Ben Roethlisberger is now, whether he's reformed and he has a wife and a couple of kids or another kid coming.
Well, he is reformed, probably.
Yeah. Well, okay, but are you saying that was one of the signs of the? Oh, no doubt. The organization descend into hell.
Yeah, when it was going on.
They should have, because I came out at the time and said they should just get rid of him, Ben Roethlisberger. If they stand for what they say they stand for, he should be gone, Ben Roethlisberger, at the time, just for the cumulative effect or the long laundry list of things he had done and the comments from people around town about what kind of guy he was. If they really cared about having good people on their team, quarterback or not, he should have been gone. Otherwise, don't talk about it anymore. So tell me, is that an indication of where when you say that the organization has
it's much allowing deeper than that?
Yeah,
I mean, look at some of.
But should they have gotten rid of him at the time?
Should they have gotten rid of Ben Roethlisberger at the time?
Should they have just come out and said, we don't want him on our team, get him out of here?
I don't know if I'm that harsh. I'd maybe call Ben Roethlisberger into one office and say, you're either going to reform your life now, publicly and privately, or you're out of here. And they may have done that. I don't know. I don't think that was done.
I don't know what was done. But
again, that kind of behavior that was going on at that time, okay, is kind of indicative of what's happened since, again, I go back to the turning point, the firing of Tom Donahoe. And to me, it does start with that. I mean, again, Tom Donahoe represented everything that was great about the organization. He did. He represented everything that was great. Hometown guy, high morals, high character,
hard
worker, had been with the team forever. And the fact that they chose him over the unsavory Bill Cowher, and at the time he was unsavory Bill Cowher, says it all. Mm-hmm. And they are now reaping the rewards of that decision. It's 10 years later, okay? But the problem with when the fall happens of a tremendous, I guess the right word is empire, because that's what the Roman Empire was. That's what the Steeler Empire was. The Dallas Cowboy Empire. The name them. Oakland Raiders is the perfect example, and I think a perfect analogy to the Steelers, is when the fall comes, there are no easy answers, there are no easy solutions, and it's nearly impossible to get up. This is going to be a 15 to 20 year hold. They're climbing unless they make a quick change. So to answer your question, if I was running, there's a huge difference here.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
If you're asking me what I would do if I was running the organization, what would I do? Mm-hmm. I would fire the entire coaching staff today. Today.
How about
the only
about the
person
end of the year?
Standing over there today would be Kevin Colbert. The only guy standing. I'm calling them all in and say, Kevin, I don't care if you get a bunch of high school coaches, get them in here. I'm cleaning.
Well, you have to hire the coach if you're running the team.
House. We're cleaning house. And I'm not blaming. This is very important. I'm not blaming Mike Tomlin for this. Is he part of the problem? Absolutely. But I'm not blaming Mike Tomlin. Mm-hmm. The assistant coaches have much more to blame than Mike Tomlin.
Well,
again, I say
Tom
Haley should have been fired before the season began. Tom Haley should have been fired. Todd Haley, excuse me. And Todd Haley, to me, is a much more guilty culprit than Dick LeBeau. But I do think Dick LeBeau has seen his final days here. And I think Dick LeBeau is going to gracefully bow out of this thing at the end of the year. They're going to have to get Haley out of here kicking and screaming, and I still say that could happen before the end of the season, that they're just going to throw him out of here, okay?